Hi everybody, we're here for today's light feed. It's Tuesday, so to start off the week, we're with Tahu. Hi Tahu.
Hey everybody, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll be doing our usual card of the day and that. So we're going to do a couple of them this afternoon, Kat?
Yep, we've got 3 questions. We had
Mhm.
we had 45 comments on our
Cool.
last live feed, so we've just randomly picked 3 people that we don't think have had a reading before.
Cool.
So the first one is for Zara, and
Zara.
Zara is just asking for a general reading, please.
Cool. Hey there, Zara. Thank you for contributing to our live feed, and I'll see what comes through for you, Zara. Alright. So. Okay, Zara, first things first. Okay, so everything around you at the moment is very emotive, okay? So you're in a very emotional time right now, okay? So the thing is like, okay, so the word I keep getting, words are problems and burdens, okay? They're coming to the forefront around you at the moment. And that, so what I would recommend for you is, okay, so I also get like a little bit of emotional instability around you at the moment and that, okay? But it's nothing major like, you know, that you need to be diagnosed for or anything like that. It's purely a sign of what's going on around you at the moment, okay? So what I need to do is come down to the male that's around you. And that now this male has your heart connection, okay? Now the thing I keep getting around him is patience. Exercise patience with this person and that, okay? Okay, there we go. So this looks like your partner or your counterpart and that, okay? So what's actually going on around the pair of you at the moment is just that, the way I see it is like a sign of the times, okay? Things feel a little bit lackluster and a little bit kind of like you're hitting a brick wall, okay, at the moment. But the good thing is that's all going to pass and that, okay? Because what you've got here is coins and that, okay? So coins is about momentum, moving forward, okay? It's about progress and that, okay? As well as money. The other thing too is you've got 2 celebrations coming up around you and that. One's connected directly to the male that's around you and the other one's around money, which is really interesting. And that, so pay attention to that. But really, it's about patience, okay? Be patient with yourself and be patient with your family. And that, okay, things will move forward and that a lot gracefully and that, but you just have to kind of bide your time, basically, okay? So thank you very much, Zara, and take care.
Yes, thank you, Zara. So like we said, we've picked 3 people randomly from the last feed. We've already got a couple of people. So hi, Jessica and Amanda,
Cool.
Tony, Sharon and Karen.
Oh, wow.
So if you guys just can pop us a like just to let us know that you're still there. What we'll do, guys, is these are people that have put messages on our last live feed. So now that you've put a message on this, we'll pick a couple randomly for other live feeds. So we can't get around to everybody. There was 45 comments on the last live feed. So we're doing 3. Sometimes Tahu does a weekly forecast, which is just for everybody, really. It's just what's going on. Sometimes we get Tracy on here or Jackie, so we could get somebody to do it. So if you can, if you just, now that you've popped your name down here, we'll pop that into the next draw for the next live feed. But the next one, Tahu, is for Belinda. Belinda, just ask for a general reading, please.
Okay. Hey there, Belinda. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just tune into your energy and I'll do a general reading for you. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you, Belinda, is combine 2 decks. So I'm going to combine my Cosmic deck, which we sell here at the centre as well. Okay. What
Beautiful
do you get?
artwork in that deck.
I love the artwork in this deck. It's very intricate. Actually, it's a very good deck. No, okay, so... Okay. Alright, Belinda, so from the Cosmic deck, okay. So from the Cosmic deck, we've got a number of things going on around you, okay? The mind's very busy at the moment in that, okay? So it tells me there's a lot of overthinking coming through, but it's also, okay, so you know when you anticipate the worst, kind of, you know, you expect the worst outcome, and that all the rug to be pulled out beneath you and that kind of bit of that going on as well. But it's also talking about enlightenment and that, okay? So as we say, like the crown chakra opening up, and basically it's like an awakening, okay? Now when I say awakening, don't take it as though your crown chakra is finally kicking in, because our crown chakra is always open from before we're born. It never shuts down. Neither does your third eye. People think our third eye, you know, goes to sleep, but it doesn't. And that
Would you say it's we're just not aware of it?
Yeah, we're just not aware of it. But really, so for you, Belinda, and I'll make this a general statement for everybody, basically our crown chakra and our third eye are working throughout our whole entire life. They are always active and our third eye is always open, okay? It's how we get our information. So our inspiration and everything from the universe comes through our crown chakra and it can be processed through our third eye, okay? Now, third eye, as I said, is never dormant. People will tell you that it's shut and it's inactive. It's a misinterpretation, and that, okay, it's never inactive, and that we're just not aware that it's working. And that, now, why is that relevant? Because that's what's going on around you, okay? The other thing too is, well, like I said, it's an awakening and everything, okay? So you've got those two. So everything you're coming into at the moment, especially for the new year, is basically like stepping into your own, you know what I mean? It's like stepping into a new pair of shoes. And that, now the other card you've been given is gratitude. And that, okay, so it's giving thanks for this time and for all of the abundance that's coming through as well. Okay, so, alright. So basically I'll summarize it in a nutshell. Try to be more decisive, and more trust and faith is something that's needed from you during this time, okay? Try not, as I said before, try not to anticipate, you know, the rug being pulled out beneath you, or that something's going to go wrong. Okay, try and get that out of your mind. And that, okay, basically the support and everything that you need, the wisdom and the guidance, that will come around you, okay? With very little effort at all. And that, okay? So basically trust, okay? Moving forward. So thank you, Belinda.
Thanks for your question, Belinda. And Tiffany's just joined us. Hi, Tiffany. You
Hey,
haven't
Tiffany.
missed your reading because Tahi's just about to do yours as the final one for today.
Cool.
So just for anyone that's just popped on now, if you can just give us a like or a love or whatever onto here, so we know that you're here still. What we do is Tahi, sometimes Tracy or sometimes Jackie might do a live feed with the reading. We have other live feeds like Deb and joined Natasha on Friday for the Goddess Chat. So Natasha does the Goddess Chat, Nick's, we've got lots of people who do live feeds. But if you would like a little mini reading from one of our guys, like for example Tahi's doing now, Tiffany commented on the last live feed, so we've randomly picked 3 names from that. So Tiffany, yours is about to come up. And for you guys that are popping your questions on, perhaps we'll get to yours in one of the following live feeds. So you just keep an eye on our Facebook page, and if you like to, you can subscribe and then you'll be notified. So we're about to go for Tiffany.
Cool. Tiffany. Alright, Tiffany. So I'll just draw some cards for you. Okay, put those to the side. Alrighty, Tiffany, let's see what comes out for you. Okay, the Magician, that's excellent. Okay then. Okay, so I'll draw those 4. Now I'll draw another 4 from our Cosmic deck, which again we stock here at the Creative Spirit Centre. That, okay, oh, that's interesting. Okay. Alright, Tiffany, so what I'll say for you, and that, so what's going on around, what's coming up on your path and that, is basically like, okay, let me get this right, hang on. Okay, so moving forward, Tiffany, and that, it's about certainty, okay, be decisive and that. So you want to think of yourself like an arrow, you know what I mean? You want to head in the right direction, okay? So the right direction is keep moving forward, okay? I say that a lot in my readings, but it's so true. And that, okay? Try not to allow yourself to be pulled back by others, and that, or to be stifled is a better word, okay? It's like people tripping you up. And that, okay, now you've got a lot of creativity around you as well, and you've got the, like the cornerstones of someone who's very resilient and someone who's got a good, like, head on their shoulders, okay? Be careful about being too flighty and about being a little bit too aloof, okay? And that, because when your head like drifts up into the clouds and that, you kind of lose all perspective, and it's kind of like hit and miss, okay? You start firing in every direction, you know, praying to high heaven that something sticks, and that, okay? So that's why I say, you know, just try and rein it in a little and be a little bit more decisive and a little bit more focused, and that, okay? Now the good thing is you're very fortunate, Tiffany, in that, you know, when you need something or you ask of the universe, it comes to you. okay, in a way that a lot of people tend to struggle, okay? So when your needs are being met, they come, I guess, in spades. Okay, is the easiest way for me to say it. Okay, which some people have to try very, very hard. You know, it's kind of like they feel like the doors are closing around them. And that, with you, I feel something different, like a different kind of vibe. And that, okay, so as we move down to our celestial deck, our cosmic deck, and that, so the main themes sticking out of here are communication and strength. And that, okay, so that tells me that your communication in that and is very assertive. Okay, you're very single-minded. Comes to me, and that, you know, someone who, you know, when you get a bee in your bonnet, that's it. You know, there's no derailing you. Okay, it's either all or nothing. And that, okay, so try and rein that in a little bit. And that, and as we say, try and ground yourself. Now, the other thing too, okay, so what you're going to find is a lot of synchronicity happening around you, okay, especially during this time. So pay attention to it. They're like road signs, okay, from the universe. Pay attention to them. So those are sequences of 3. They're little signposts from the universe. They could be like a feather, not a scungy feather either, and that a nice feather, okay, like an angel feather. It could be something simple as, you know, a common theme when you look at number plates or numbers in general. And that, now the other thing too is that you're coming into, so keep an eye out for like soulmates and that, like what we call here twin flames, and that's something else you need to look out for. So either your twin flames working with you already, okay, in spirit, or you're actually going to come into contact with them, and that, okay, but they're nearby basically. So when I say nearby, I mean in terms of their time frame coming onto your path, or you making that connection that your twin flames around you, and that, okay. So what I say, you know, just be alert, and you can Google or come here to learn about twin flames as well. We do a lot of work on that.
Yeah, Jackie's got a workshop coming up on twin flames later in the year.
So try that out. You might find that really interesting. But that's something on your cards. Twin flame, remember that. So yeah, so in a nutshell on that, go hard and, you know, all the best.
Wonderful. Well, thank you,
Thank
Tiffany.
you.
Thanks, everybody. We've got Jess, Louise, Sharon, Sabina, Karen. We've got a few people who have joined us since. So what we'll do, guys, is we'll pop you in for, we might pull your name out in the next live feed.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tahi, you've got a bit of information you want to tell everybody about. We're changing up some stuff on our
Sure.
readings, so we've got something new coming up.
Yep. Okay, so regarding our readings, everybody, we're going to be basically taking our readings to the next level. Okay, so now we're going to be putting out the offer of being able to do Skype readings, phone readings, readings via email, and Facebook. So basically, if you haven't got access to Skype, we can connect with you via Facebook. Okay, so all you would need to do is follow either the Creative Spirit Centre page or the CSC Angels page, and and connect with us via private message when you take your booking, okay? So when it comes to basically how it works is you would book ahead, okay? We would need at least a day or 2 in advance, and so all bookings will come through the centre, through our reception, either via phone or you can do it at the counter. And now for our Skype reading is going to be a little bit different to our face-to-face, but we'll put all the information and everything on our Facebook page as well as, I'm assuming, the website?
Yeah, we'll be updated on the website. Yeah.
So all of the admin kind of details will be put up there once they're teased out and finalised. So basically you'll be able to connect with us anywhere across the world. So if you're in any country at all, you can connect with us for a reading or a healing. And so there's some of us here that do distance healing, and you'll be able to connect to us via the internet for a distance healing, or you can combine the two. You know, you can have a reading followed by a distance healing, etc. So that's what you've got to look forward to. I know Kathy is working extra hard to try and get that up and running ASAP.
Yeah.
So as soon as that becomes available to everybody, and that you'll definitely be the first to know, especially if you're subscribed to our mailing list via the website, as well as following us on Facebook, CSC Angels and Creative Spirit Centre Facebook page. and that okay? So that's something you can all look forward to.
Yeah, so of course we've still got the guys here for face-to-face
Mhm.
readings. Down the track we want to try and bring you the classes
Yes.
so that people that can't get here can also Skype in for
Mhm.
classes, so that's something we've got coming down the track. But obviously you can still come in here and have
Mhm.
a reading in the meantime or even after. We'll still have face-to-face readings, but if you live a bit of a distance, I know we've got some
Mhm.
followers that are interstate, or even we've got some followers overseas that they'll be able to now get in contact with our guys here.
Mhm.
So wonderful.
Cool.
All right, Tahu, and your class is again on?
Yes, Wednesday not evening, so from 4:30 in the afternoon through to 6 p.m. at night.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my foundation class.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Awesome. And we've got all our class lists up on our website and our Facebook as
Mhm.
well. All right, thank you so much. So
Awesome. Thank
again,
you.
we've got all our classes, meditation, psychic development, our craft classes downstairs. You can come in, visit our cafe.
Mhm.
The girls have always got something really yummy to eat and great prices on our cafe
Mhm.
stuff too. The shops have got stuff, so pop in and say hi.
Cool.
Thanks so much, Tahu.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Bye.
everybody. Thanks for joining us. Bye.